Yes, the passing of Muhammad Ali last week is sad, because he truly was an icon. But there was another celebrity death that got glossed over. Veteran character actor Buck Kurtalian at the age of 93. If you don't know who Buck Kurtalian is, you're not alone. He was a character actor who disappeared into the role. He always gave a decent performance, no matter how bad the movie was. Example.
When there weren't enough people left to fight each other, they built attack bots to finish the job. Except they built them too well, I'm afraid. And when the robots were done with the humans, they went after each other.
What about you?
Me? I was fortunate, you might say. I built the most vicious killer toys on the face of the earth. It's true. And do you know what I felt when my mechanical army had conquered the land and I was the only non-toy left? Victorious? Triumphant? Because I had fought the good fight? No. I felt lonely. Incredibly, horribly lonely.
I first remember him as the grandfather from today's movie, but his most famous role was under makeup, and the timing of his passing and the Cincinnati Zoo incident is an unfortunate coincidence. So, please refrain from the hate mail. But this was the most famous role of his.
You know what they say, human see, human do.
Anyways, today's movie is one of those movies that has a basic story. A story so basic, it's almost stupid. However, its delivery is what makes it enjoyable. This is 8 Days a Week. No relation to the Beatles song. Peter's a geeky guy who is in love with his neighbor Erica, played by Carrie Russell during her Felicity days. 90 seconds into the movie, the audience is treated with her running through a sprinkler in a white t-shirt.
Erica. It sounds so much like erotica. And it's fitting. She's a walking wet dream. The kind of girl whose mere glance at you could get your pecker to stand up and say, howdy.
M-I-C, I see your nipples. K-E-Y, why the hell not? M-O-U-S-E. This is where we meet Nano, Peter's grandfather, played by Kurtalian.
If I had breasts like that, I could have ruled the world.
Nonno gives Peter his idea by telling him the tale of his grandfather.
I, Giuseppe Luigi Bandini, love you. And to prove that I will always be there for you, I will stand under your balcony day and night without relent until you fall in love with me. So Giuseppe stood outside that balcony day and night and day, until finally his love came out to the balcony and cried, Giuseppe Luigi Bandini, I love you. So Giuseppe climbed up to the balcony and into her bed. They made love so passionately that the ground shook. And villagers today still believe that's what caused the 1874 earthquake.
So Peter carries out the complex plan of waiting on her lawn until she falls in love with him.
Peter, that is so sweet.
I was beginning to think this just might work when she said the most dreaded 2 words in the English language.
But Peter, we're just friends.
Just friends. The words hit me like screaming lead shot from a .38.
I wanna be just friends.
Peter's dad thinks he's crazy.
Well, the neighbors, some of them are my patients. They might stop coming to me if they think my son's a pervert who stands under young girls' windows.
Erica's dad actually likes Peter.
Prayers have been answered. I've been asking God to send someone to take her away from that heathen boyfriend, Nick. You're a miracle.
Erica's boyfriend wants Peter dead.
Trick! It felt like my nuts had exploded, and it sounded like a pair of water balloons dropped.
And Matt, Peter's best friend, is more interested in...
You know they have a name now for electronic sex? What's that? Dildonics.
Peter's inner monologues propel the movie forward as he watches the neighborhood and he learns more about his neighbors. The sad elderly couple, the crazy old lady,
The crazy lady next door eats her dinner in the car.
the cougar, played by the mom from Child's Play. His quest to become the world's greatest lover by reading various books and waxing poetic.
I think you can tell a lot about a woman's personality in the shape of her breasts.
He has his run-ins with Erica's boyfriend, the scooter kid from Back to the Future. There may be a mystery involving the sad old... Well, what do you expect? The old man was the pimp from Blank Man.
Don't you know, man, I'll beat you like you're one of my bitches.
Slap me around and call me Susan.
When Peter helps Erica sneak out every night, this is his turning point, and they start talking.
There's no doubt about it. Roger Moore is by far the best James Bond.
Roger Moore? Come on! Everybody knows Sean Connery is the best James Bond. Yeah, you're right. Roger Moore is the best James Bond. My God, what was I saying? Erica's beauty had more power over me than I thought.
Can Peter woo Erica? Will we find out the mystery of the old couple? Will someone punch Nick? Will Matt find a woman? Will the cougar make Peter write a Penthouse forum letter? Dear Penthouse, I was standing under Carrie Russell's window trying to get her to notice me. That's when Mrs. Barkley came on to me. Now, I've always been in love with Carrie Russell ever since her Mickey Mouse Club days, but this older woman could definitely teach me a thing or two. And I have a thing or two just for her. Let's be honest, she was Jessica Biel's mom on Seventh Heaven. I mean, that's gotta count for something, right? The movie's very character-driven, and it was perfectly cast. The dialogue, the inner monologues, the setup, it all works in the movie's favor. In fact, the director will go on to direct Shoot 'Em Up, and Matt will go on to direct the movie Don's Plum. The movie Leonardo DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire fought so it wouldn't be released. I must find this movie. The soundtrack is impressive, including a montage by Oingo Boingo. That's just awesome. This is one of those underrated romantic comedies that snuck in under the radar. It's not insulting to the audience, maybe a little sexist at times.
A man is 2 people, himself and his penis. A man always takes his friend to the party. But of the 2, the friend is nicer because he is more able to show his feelings.
And the idea of a stalker is kind of strange. You know, like every romantic comedy However, it doesn't talk down to the audience. It's easy to see why everyone loved Kerry Russell, especially in the late 90s. She was completely lovable. The characters all have an arc and they all grow during the movie, including an incredibly sweet reveal that's also heartbreaking. Michael Davis needs to work more. If you find it, check it out. It's definitely worth a watch. That's just my opinion.